Hi, it's Janet Wakeland with RemarkablyCreated.com here with another One Take Wonder video. Today we're going to create this really fun called a twisted fold, and we're going to use it to showcase our Stampin' Up! Trimmer. Today is November 20th, and today only as the kickoff to Stampin' Up's holiday sale, this is one of our doorbusters that is available at 30% off. So I wanted to make sure that you knew all of its bells and whistles so that you could make an informed decision about investing in this during our doorbuster time. So again, we're going to make this really fun card, but let's start by looking at Stampin' Up's trimmer. Stampin' Up's trimmer has a coating that comes with it that you're going to want to peel off, and it'll say remove this label prior to use, and then you'll be able to jump right in and work with it. Stampin' Up's grid marks are underneath the protective coating so they won't wear off with use like trimmers have in the past. In addition, all of our increments are at 1/8 of an inch increments, and our measurements go beyond 12 inches. You can see here that it's out to 15 inches all the way to the end, as well as top to bottom. It is at least 14 inches top to bottom, which is going to allow you to do some diagonal folds and scoring like you see today, and you're going to be able to score your 12 by 12 paper, which is great. When the arm is extended out, there is a little foot underneath, and we'll just turn it over. There's a little foot here that you can see. That little foot stabilizes the arm when it's out, and then it just folds away for travel. And let's turn it over for just a moment while we have talking about the back side. It does have these non-skid feet, so if you're working on a hard table or one of those plastic laminate tables, it's not going to slide around on you. So the non-skid feet are a great part of this. In addition, it has this great storage place. You'll be able to score a bone folder. I have an X-Acto knife in mine, a paper piercing, a pencil for making little marks, an impressor tool. You can store your refills for your blades and your scoring tools in here. And then in addition, the elements that fit into our rotary trimmer will store in here as well. So a little storage place for you to have that. The arm of this easily comes off, and you're just going to simply give it a little bit of a pull. Oops, yep, there we go. And just slide it right out, and you'll be able to then add our rotary arm, so that's a great feature to it. In addition, you've got your scoring tool and your cutting tool right on the arm, and because of the length of this, they do, do I have it in all? Yep, they do slide down out of the way, and so you can go ahead and work with your paper. I do mark mine with an S and a C, S for scoring and C for cutting. In addition, if you bring them down here to the wider part, it's just real easy to get hold of them and pop them out to replace them, or you may want your scoring and cutting blade in a different position. That's up to you. But again, it's really easy to change those. And then the other thing that it has is it has a locking mechanism so that when you're traveling, you can lock the arm down so that it's not flopping around and you don't have the opportunity to break it or snag it on something, so you can go ahead and you can lock it down. And then speaking of our rotary tool, this is what our rotary arm looks like. It's a piece that, again, you just simply lift the one off that I showed you and add this, and then the different attachments just slide right into here. You just slide them right down in, and then you'll have your different attachments for wavy lines and perforating and things like that. And I have to smile. This morning on my Remarkable Stampers Facebook group, one of my teammates mentioned that she was going to be purchasing a second one of these as part of the sale so that she could always have the rotary arm on it. And she mentioned that she was going to do that because she was lazy. And I actually thought she was brilliant. So I went ahead and ordered another one so that the one that this one's been on is freed back up again for classrooms. So I thought her idea was brilliant, even if she thought it was just because she was lazy. So now let's go ahead and let's take a look at this project here together. We got everything good to go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 11.5 by 4 1/4. And then if you want to line it with designer series paper, you're going to want that to be 10 3/4 by 4 inches. So again, 11.5 by 4 1/4, which is basically just an 8.5 by 11 cardstock cut lengthwise, or people like to call that the hot dog cut. And then designer paper that is 10 3/4 by 4 inches. And you're going to lay this, and that's our measurement one. Let's grab one that doesn't have marks on it. And we're going to lay this into Oh, and the other thing is that it has a cutting mat that is flat on one side and has a grooved line on the other side. The grooved line is for your rotary cutter. The flat side is for the basic trimmer, and this is a replaceable piece, so you can order replacements if it starts to get chewed up or if you need to, again, replace it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay this so that the opposite points are in our scoring track. Move our cutting blade out of the way, and we're just going to score corner to corner, and then we're going to go ahead, and I know it's white and it might be a little hard for you to see, is we're just going to go ahead and find those score marks that we just created, and we'll crease them down. And then we're going to do the same thing with our Designer Series paper. We're going to lay it in the track, and let me look here for just a second. One of the things that I always do is I need to look to see. So I need my paper to go this way, so I just kind of use my card to guide me. And we're just going to lay that in, and we'll score that as well. We'll set that aside. We'll need it again in just a second to create the last score mark. Now we'll go ahead and take adhesive, lay that down so that the score lines line up, just like so. And then we'll grab our trimmer back one last time, and we're going to lay this at 6 inches. And I know some of you were thinking, but that's not half a card. I'm not quite sure why this works. I don't have, I guess, the mathematical genius to figure it out, but it does work. If you simply fold it in half, it's off, but when you score it at 6 inches, it's going to work just great for you, okay? And then one of the things that you may need to do is just kind of play with the different directions that your cards and your papers go, depending on where you want your pocket to be when you're opening your card. Okay, so you just need to play with it just a little bit. There's lots and lots of possibilities for how that can get scored and opened. Now, to take you back to my finished one to show you some of the things that I did for this, is I cut a piece of paper that was 3 inches by 2 inches, and I embossed it with our Joyful Tidings greeting. It is from the Christmas Messages, and it is one of the stamp sets that will be on sale during Stampin' Up's holiday sale, so you'll be able to check that out and spoil yourself with that new stamp set. I added a little bit of Island Indigo cardstock around it. Our Silver Shimmer paper or Glimmer paper is also on sale during the sale, and I cut a snowflake for that. Our Coastal Cabana ribbon. This is our Festive Flurry Designer Series paper. I have a little Christmas note that I'll be able to tuck in. It's just white cardstock here. For my little embellishment that is holding it closed, what I did was I took one of our little fancy clips and I hot glued a snowflake to it. You're going to want to use the silicone mat so this pops right up. That way you don't have a piece of paper stuck to the back of yours like I did before I remembered to pull the silicone mat out of my drawer. It's a great tool when you remember to use it. So the silicone mat is there for you. And then on the inside there's just a gift card that you can add. And then we just embellished our Whisper White envelope because this will fit perfectly in your envelope and you'll mail to the recipient. And it will just be a fun, unique gift card that's going to stand out from all the other greeting cards on the shelf. So take a look at Stampin' Up! Sale that began today, November 20th, with our 3 great doorbusters, including the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and then enjoy all of the other things that are on sale now through December 2nd. Happy shopping and happy holidays. Take care. God bless you.